What's up guys, in this video we're going to take a Scott Spark 910. This is one I actually test rode before. Awesome bike, but with this bike you can actually flip the cups around and make the head tube more slack, and the thing is you have all the cables and everything else. The housing will go all through the top up here and then go out the back, so it'll be interesting to see how difficult this is. What we're going to do is we're going to take off the Garmin mount first, probably this top cover, the side covers, and then there's two bolts I'm sure in there that I can get to that I'm going to do the stem, and then pull that off, pull the spacers off, and then lower this down, and we'll see like how hard it is to actually get these cups to pop out, because this one has all the cables and housing going through it, but it looks like, you know, it's fairly basic. I've done a FS8 ACR system before on my gravel bike, so I kind of understand how all that works, so hopefully it won't be too difficult. And like I said, sometimes in the past I've had to tap these out, so it'll be interesting to see how difficult these are to take out and to spin them and then put them back in. So, all right, let's try it out. Slides right off there. Let's see. And then I'll pull my camera up here, but you can see how the cabling and everything goes on the inside. All right. Yeah, you can see all that. That all goes on the inside there. Pretty cool setup. Looks very clean. Obviously, it's a mess if you're trying to just change a headset out. Alright, so now that we have that, what we're going to do is slide the fork down. Oh, look how easy that was. Look, there's the cup right there. So, as you see, it has little notches right there. That was facing forward there to begin with. So now all we got to do is spin that around and put it back in. So, that was very easy on the bottom. It actually just fell out on me. And look at that on the top. It's super easy as well. That's awesome. So you can just lift it up, spin it around, slides back in, take this one, spin it around, and slides right in. Let's see if I can get it to slide in there. Yeah, there we go. I'll just make sure I have my tabs in the right place. And that's it. Now it's down. Try to get some of that sand out of there without having to dig everything apart. This one downside of all these integrated headsets is it's hard to actually clean them up without taking them apart. If you try to take them apart, that is usually at a shop like 150 bucks, 100 bucks to 150 bucks if they gotta reroute all this stuff. So, all right, so let's now what I'm doing here is I'm pushing up to put some pressure on this bottom cup, and then I'm going to take this top part, slide it back down together like so. Go. Set up here with our stem and everything. Put it back on. Make sure your cables and everything are clearing. Like so. What I'm going to do is take my 4mm down here at the bottom. I'm just going to tighten it down so it holds it all together for the time being. And then I'm going to take my top cap here Put it over the top. And essentially what you're using the top cap for is just to compress all this together. Obviously you want this screw to be loose when you do that, okay? So you want these two screws to be loose. And that's on any kind of regular stem. So this essentially is pretty much a regular stem with a bunch of covers on it to kind of church it up, make it look nice. So. All right, now that I got this bolt, these two, this one's obviously missing now, but these two bolts here, I want to see if I can just tighten down my top cap, see if it closes up that gap. There we go. All right, so now that we flip the cups, all right, we now have a slacker head tube angle. Very basic setup there. Obviously, I just tightened this. We'll tighten these two as well and put the cover back on. The cover just snaps on, so just like that right there. All right, and I was able to find another stem bolt to put in this top part here, so that way we won't be risking stripping that head next time we want to work on it. Now, as far as this top cover here, to get this cover on, you actually have to have the top cap off. So just make sure that once you have tightened everything with your top cap, then what you're going to do is tighten your two bolts here on the side of the stem, and then pull this off. So we'll do that now. So once again, I have my top cap is tightened everything, pulled everything tight on it, so we're good there. All right, and then we're going to tighten these two bolts here. So we're good there. So now that the headset's all tightened, we take our top cap back off, or you can actually just loosen it. And then we get our cover here. Get it look nice and clean. It goes right there. It doesn't even really snap, it just goes right there. And then the top cap helps keep it on there. So we tighten our top cap. We're good to go. Now, just as a heads up, before you do this setup, you want to actually, put the bike down, make sure your stem is exactly straight with your front tire, because when you put it back down, obviously with this cover on here, you can't straighten your stem. So that's one thing with this cover, you want to make sure you do that beforehand. All right, guys, if you found this video interesting or beneficial, be sure to like it, share it with any of your friends. Also subscribe to the channel, that helps me out tremendously, and have a great day.